As Kenya's economy grows and diversifies, sectoral demands of industry are looking at new ways of doing business as they require skilled graduates who can fill a number of flexible positions. They need people with hands-on skills and who are competent enough to perform more than one role at a given time. When Kenya Coast National Polytechnic KCNP in short was elevated to a national polytechnic in 2016, it set out to transform itself into an institution that produces manpower that is technologically competitive in the advancing labor market. It therefore reorganized its curriculum and expanded academic departments to 9. Now the Polytechnic prepares students in the following academic areas: Hospitality and Tourism Management Department, Medical Sciences Department, Building and Civil Engineering Department, Secretarial and Liberal Studies Department, Information Communication Technology Department, Applied Sciences Department, Business Studies Department, Electrical and Electronic Engineering Department, Mechanical, Automotive and Marine Engineering Department.
We have a rich portfolio of training programs. We have programs in engineering, in medical and applied science, in hospitality and tourism, information communication technology, business and media studies.
Diploma, you must have a minimum of C-. A certificate, which we call craft, you must have a minimum of a D. And the artisan courses, that one you can have any kind of grade, including standard 8 or even those who have not gone to standard 8.
The institution is therefore taking full advantage of its enhanced capacity in terms of manpower and physical facilities, unique location close to the central business district of Mombasa City, and leisurely walking distance from the port of Kilindini. Although Kenya Coast National Polytechnic may sound so new to some of us, it is quite old as an institution. Indeed, its origin is traceable to the 1950 when it was established as Coast Technical High School. In 1959, it was renamed Technical High School Mombasa. The metamorphosis continued, and in 1984 it became Mombasa Technical Training Institute, MTTI.
Kenya Coast National Polytechnic is a public TVET institution. It was formerly known as Mombasa Technical Training Institute, and we were elevated to National Polytechnic status in 2016.
Since being upgraded to National Polytechnic status, Kenya Coast National Polytechnic KCNP has rolled out new market-driven courses and programs. In the Hospitality and Tourism Management Department, there are courses ranging from artisan to diploma level.
The department has 4 sections. We have tourism and management. We have food and beverage. We have fashion and design. And we have cosmetology that many people refer to as hairdressing and beauty therapy.
Indeed, in the whole of Coast region, the facilities in the department are regarded as the best to meet the needs of the training, as to afford the students with hands-on experience that counts most in the industry. The graduates from the Hospitality and Tourism Management training incidentally are of immediate need in this premier tourist destination along the Kenyan coastline.
This is the food and beverage training kitchen. As you can see, we are having students who are taking craft in food and beverage. We have various types of equipment that are used in the kitchen. We have the work surfaces, as you can see. There are actually 16 of them. So we are able to host 16 students at the same time, each using their own set of equipment. You can see they are frying some liver that is going to be served in the restaurant. We have these ones who are making chapatis, which is a very popular dish here in Kenya, and so more so here in Coast. Okay, the process of preparation, as I've said, is very comfortable for each student. They can start at one place and produce their dishes comfortably without any interference.
I want to thank the Kenya Coast for the opportunity of making me study here, because I can say it's a grand opportunity for me. I've learned so much about food and beverage here. Now I can tell the difference between a starter and the main meal and some desserts. And the different desserts, they're called dishes, hot dishes, and because of the teachers that we have. They're very committed to their work, teaching us so many things. I really like their commitment towards their work because they're really pushing us to know more.
Our students sell us hot cakes. When you go to the hotels around, you will get about 10 to 20 students. Some are managers, like in Savarin, we have a student. Sarova, White Sands, we have a student who is a manager in banquet. And at Mombasa Hospital, we have our student who is assistant catering manager. We have another manager at White Sands. And also in our institution here, we have a production for catering. And our manager is a former student.
Before the year 2008, this institution, operating as Mombasa Technical Training Institute at that time, was identified by the government amongst many TVET institutions in Kenya to be a leading trainer in the field of hospitality and tourism.
Again, in the hairdressing and beauty therapies section, all the activities are expressive of the hands-on philosophy.
Beauty care involves the maintenance of skin, whereby we start with manicures, pedicures, then we go to skin care, whereby we deal with facials, makeup, and also nail technology. On the side of hairdressing, we train people on how to handle hair and style it better.
This department is indeed expansive as it also incorporates dressmaking.
The activities here include pattern drafting, whereby the design is interpreted and cut to the right specification as given by the instructor. Right now they are doing the combat trouser. Combat trouser has features like the flaps, the cargo pocket, the fly, and other patch pockets. So in stage one, they start by drafting, as you can see. They draft up to the final pattern. Then after drafting, that is when they cut the garment pieces to the required specification. Then they move to the machine for stitching.
This is the fabric coloration workshop, and right now a tie and dye class is going on. So here what the students are doing, they are tying the fabric. We have cut white material, white plain viscose fabric. We have cut it into pieces for samples. So after we have tied the fabric into the different patterns, we soak it to soften the fibers. Then after we have softened the fibers, the material is now ready for dyeing. So we are mixing the dyes and the chemicals here. So after we have mixed, we are going to squeeze out the water from this and put it in the dye. It's going to dye for about 15 to 20 minutes. So after dyeing, we now go to rinse. So here now we are rinsing the dye. We are rinsing the dye off of the material. So after rinsing, we now put them up to oxidize. So these are the pieces which have oxidized. So after this now we are going to put them in boiling water. We are going to apply bar soap. We are going to apply a lot of bar soap. And then we are going to put them in the hot soaping kettle. So it's going to hot soap to bring out the colors. Then after that we are going to rinse it again. After rinsing, we now put it up.
One of the wonderful things about a career in medical sciences department is that graduates have so many possible destinations.
Medical sciences department trains students in various medical fields to a competent healthcare providers in areas of pharmaceutical technology, areas of medical laboratory technology, optometry and vision sciences, medical biotechnology, and community health and development.
All the diploma courses in the medical sciences department are modular and they all take 3 years to complete.
Practicals involve things like compounding, like testing drug disintegration, analysis of various drugs, and also the supply of those drugs.
All the diploma courses in the Medical Sciences Department are modular and they all take 3 years to complete. Kenya Coast National Polytechnic is the only institution in the coast region with the most comprehensive training packages and facilities. The Building and Civil Engineering Department is one of the departments that have had a remarkable growth since KCNP became a national polytechnic.
The main courses, we have diploma in building technology, we also have a diploma in civil engineering, we also have a craft in building technology, and in addition to that, we also have short courses. We have masonry, carpentry, and plumbing.
Apart from classroom sessions that introduce them on theoretical aspects of the course, students are also involved in elaborate as well as intensive practical work. Courses in this department range from artisan courses to diploma level.
Diploma in civil engineering entails a lot of things. Entails general supervision of site work, entails construction works, entails designing of buildings, doing quotations, we call it building bill of quantities. It also entails general supervision of everything, site work, roads.
The department is also planning to introduce courses at the diploma level in architecture and diploma in quantity surveying in the near future.
It is a very important section for training the seafarers who will work on ships, shipbuilding. There's a lot of carpentry and joinery also. It is a section that we use to make furniture for ourselves. Actually, most of the furniture you find in our classrooms, workshops, and even offices is made in our carpentry and joinery section. We also make for sale.
The graduates from the department have been highly rated and marketable, having secured employment with construction firms, cement manufacturing companies, Kenya Ports Authority, as well as the Department of Defense. The Secretarial and Liberal Studies Department has 2 sections, as the name implies. At the moment, it has 152 students who are taking various courses. Students undertaking these courses are examined by the Kenya National Examinations Council, NEC.
Liberal studies, for example, we offer languages, and in our case we have English language, French and German. Under secretarial studies, we offer diploma courses. We have diploma course in secretarial studies, craft certificate in secretarial studies, and certificate in secretarial studies. We also have clerical operations, which is a craft course. All these courses are modular courses. The diploma takes 3 years, while the craft courses take 2 years.
The department has produced competent graduates who have been absorbed in key institutions as secretaries. For instance, secretaries in Pwani University, Vita Boys Secondary School, Kasigao Girls Secondary School, Ahmed Shahame Mwidani TTI in Changamwe, and of course, the Kenya Coast National Polytechnic itself.
Kenya Coast National Polytechnic has a very friendly learning environment, and the staff are dedicated and they have the equipment for that course. That's why I chose to take my course in Kenya Coast National Polytechnic.
Kenya Coast National Polytechnic has enough facilities. It has qualified lecturers, and also it has conducive environment for learning.
The Information Communication Technology ICT department guides decision-making in technology through effective ICT governance to ensure consistency with the latest technologies.
As a department, we are responsible for all ICT-related projects within the Polytechnic. Again, as a department, we are also in charge of systems, we are in charge of data and network administration, as well as maintenance of all ICT laboratories. It is important to notice that our training is based on CBET, competence-based education and training. That ensures that the focus is to the skills that the learners acquire during the training. Like for instance, we offer diploma in ICT that is certified by both Kenya National Examination Council and GASNEB. In addition to that, we are also offering certificate level courses. For example, we have short courses like Cisco Certified Network Associate. Now this one is certified by Cisco Systems. We are also offering ICGL, International Computer Driving License, which is certified by the ICGL Foundation, plus many other courses.
More significantly, the department introduced smartboard technology that is helping trainers in inspiring classrooms experience.
The smart boards are actually a collection of equipment that we receive through the support of our government and that of the Netherlands. There are various types of equipment and furniture. We have a 3D printer, and we have a smart laser cutting machine, and other equipments complete with software. And I would say that we are among the very few institutions in the country with this kind of equipment in the so-called smart classrooms.
The Applied Sciences Department endeavors to provide excellent training opportunities to students who seek to gain the much-needed hands-on experience in applied biology, analytical chemistry, food technology, and environmental sciences.
Our students, mainly we get them after they have cleared their O-level, that is the Form 4. We in the Applied Sciences do the formulation, we do the analysis of the foods and ensure that it is safe to the consumers. We do the processing and value addition to most of the food items.
So I did instrumentation, I did chemical methods of analysis, I did organic chemistry in organic chemistry, and all of this defined the course as a body part in terms of what the building block of the course itself, that is analytical chemistry.
The Department of Mechanical and Automotive Engineering has one of the best equipped workshops with state-of-the-art equipment. In the mechanical section, for instance, we have numerical control machines for both milling and lathe, modern diagnostic and welding equipment, among others. It is here students hone their skills, fashioning out a variety of items such as bolts and nuts.
We offer quality programs. The programs that we are offering at those levels, at the levels of diploma, craft certificate and artisan, are hands-on programs whereby students train how to do things hands-on, whereby they go to the workshops, they train on a skill, and then the students are able to practice the skill out there, such that some of them will be able to be self-employed out there, some of them will be employed by different companies.
Courses offered in the department are as follows: Diploma in Automotive Engineering and Diploma in Mechanical Production Engineering, Craft in Automotive Engineering and Craft in Mechanical Engineering Production, Craft in Marine Engineering.
In this course we produce the machine parts like locking devices, shafts and bolts and so on, those that there are some parts of either a machine or a bicycle, and we also do fitting like the bench work.
This is a good school and there are more machines for operations during practicals, and more teachers for teaching practicals.
we use the idea of technical drawing so that when the students are going to machine work, they have that knowledge of understanding or interpreting the drawing so that they machine the parts as per the drawing. Because we normally give the drawings so that the students will machine the parts as the way they are in the drawings.
In the automotive engineering section, students are methodically drilled through a process that requires keen attention and precision.
These are universal diagnostic machine. So with this machine, you can be able to diagnose all types of vehicles. And in order for you to diagnose all types of vehicles, you need to know certain things on a vehicle. First of all, you need to know, as in the engine manufacturer, you need to know the year of manufacturer. This machine has able to simplify technicians' work nowadays, because with this machine you are able to go at the specific area that you want to solve the problem.
In January 2018, the Mechanical and Automotive Engineering Department was designated as a Center of Excellence in Marine Transport and Port Logistics.
The Regional Center of Excellence in Marine Transport and Port Logistics. This is actually a center of excellence for the region, that is East Africa and Ethiopia. We were competitively selected by the government of Kenya and the World Bank in 2017.
As an institution, we aspire to be the best institution in the country and beyond. We aspire to be a center of excellence in what we do. As we speak now, Kenya Coast National Polytechnic is a center of excellence in food and beverage.
In 2006, the Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering had a student population of less than 100. With the introduction of diploma courses in 2009, the student enrollment went up.
The number has tremendously gone up. Let me take you back to 2006 when I joined here. We had a student population of less than 100 students. And again, during that time, we only had 4 lecturers. But as we speak today, in the department, we have a total of 15 lecturers and a student population of over 600 students. Yeah, so from 2016 up to where we are now today, the number has tremendously grown.
Now, with a student enrollment of more than 600, the Electrical and Electronic Engineering Department offers a variety of courses.
Now, one of the main reasons why the number has gone up is, one, we have the city, we call it City Polytechnic, and this is a project of the county government. We get quite a number of students from the county government. These are sponsored students. We also have students from the NYS. We also have students from Wings to Fly. This is Equity Bank. We also get students from KCB. We also get students from KUSIPS, the Kenya Universities and Central Placement Service. So, and again, those who sponsor themselves.
Most of the craft students from the department are invariably employed by the Kenya Power and Lighting Company.
The experience I had from this institution is the one which finally make me to secure a job in Kenya Power.
Proper management is the key for every organization's success, and this comes about through the availability of qualified staff to be so. The Business Studies Department at the Kenya Coast National Polytechnic provides this skilled human resource by offering a variety of courses to equip the students with the necessary skills to fit in various businesses. The department trains students in areas like Diploma in Supply Chain Management, Diploma in Human Resource Management, Diploma in Accountancy, Diploma in Banking and Finance, Diploma in Business Management, Diploma in Social Work and Community Development, Diploma in Journalism and Media Studies, Craft Certificate in Supply Chain Management, Craft Certificate in Business Management, Craft Certificate in Social Work, and finally, Craft Certificate in Human Resource Management.
For CASNEB, we train the students for 6 months. We register them to do the CASNEB examination. CASNEB has a center here within. We are lucky to have been accredited by CASNEB, and therefore our students don't go far. We just train them and they go to do the exam in our hall, Chandaria Hall. For NEC, we train the students, register them again with NEC, Kenya National Examinations Council, and they do their examinations after doing our internal and satisfying the requirements of NEC.
In this regard, the department also nurtures youth talent in media, graphic design, film editing and photography in an endeavor to promote knowledge economy. With the support of the Chief Principal, the Polytechnic and the NGM Vita CDF, the Business Studies Department has worked very hard to establish a training community radio station which operates within UNESCO guidelines. Vita FM 106.2 Kenya Coast Poly radio station, Mwamko Mpya Pwani, is the station to tune in.
At Kenya Coast National Polytechnic, we have an FM radio station. It's known as Mvita FM 106.2 Kenya Coast Poly. This is a radio station that was developed in conjunction with Mvita CDF. Mvita CDF gave us equipment for this radio station, and it is basically a community radio station, but in essence it gives our students more opportunities to practice in the media and journalism sections, to practice before they graduate.
The idea of starting a radio station was conceptualized in 2015, and through our interactions with the local MP, the MP from Vita, Honorable Samawad, we got talking and he got excited about the idea, just as we were, and he offered to support us with the equipment and the logistics of how to set up a radio station. And the board quickly also came on board, and we did our part of setting up the special radio room or the radio station, and the MP and the CDF got us the equipment, and in 2018 the radio started or went on air.
The vision of the Kenya Coast National Polytechnic is to be a center of intense intellectual inquiries attuned to technological excellence. In this respect, the library plays a critical role in the acquisition and provision of information materials, both in soft and hard copies, that support teaching, learning, and research needs of the institution.
They usually supplement their class notes using our library materials, which includes the books, both hard and e-copies, the journals, and the research outputs that we've stocked in our library.
The library therefore supports research and innovation by availing journals and research reports for further development and the research topics of interest. Kenya Coast National Polytechnic has seen tremendous growth in terms of courses offered. Enrollment has risen from an initial handful of 23 students in 1990 to a massive student body numbering 6,768 in 2018.
In 2014, we had a population of 1923. That's actually less than 2,000. Then in 2015, the number started rising up to 2,800. In 2016, the time we actually acquired the poly status, we enrolled a total of 3,823 students. From there was a big jump. And in 2017, we had 4,049 students whom we registered in 2017. Now as we speak, we have a total enrollment of 6,678 students as we speak today. This is actually a testimony enough that the institution, Polytechnic, has been growing steadily.
With the increased growth, especially in enrollment, the physical facilities have also been strained. We are lucky that we have a council that has been supportive to us, has constructed 9 new classrooms for us, has added new science laboratories, 2 science laboratories, 1 for medical sciences, 1 for applied sciences. The council has also constructed an extended cafeteria for the students. We have added 2 computer laboratories and equipped them. We have increased the furniture. We have expanded the library. We have also enhanced the staff room for staff and equipped it as well.
As the student enrollment continues, others prepare to leave as they sit their final examinations. This is where and when the Polytechnic Examination Office comes in. The office is mandated to coordinate the administration and management of all examinations, both internal and external.
We have actually 2 different types of exams. That is the internal exam and the external exam. Now, what I mean about the internal exam, I'm referring to those exams we set here, we moderate here, so that we prepare our students to sit for these external exams. Now, these internal exams, they include things like assignments, that is the takeaway. They include continuous assessment tests, which we normally offer 2 times in a term. Now, at the end of the term, we prepare what we call end-of-term exams. We subject to these students so that they can have something to show at the end of the term as they proceed for their holiday. They can be able to show their parents how they have actually performed. Now, that is what we do every term. So these exams are actually set within the academic departments. They are set and then they are subjected to moderation by a panel of experts. So our role as the examination office is actually to guide them through this process. We have actually prepared some forms that will guide the moderation process. So they'll prepare minutes, they'll fill these forms and submit these forms to the office of the deputy principal as a proof that they actually did a moderation and the paper being given to these students actually meets the standards.
Above all, the office ensures the conduct of external examinations is beyond reproach and the quality of the internal examinations is unquestionable. Currently, the Polytechnic's academic programs are examined by the following: the Kenya National Examination Council (NEC), Kenya Accountants and Secretaries National Examination Board (KASNEB), Institute of Commercial Management (ICM), National Industrial Training Authority (NITA), and Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology (MUST). The Polytechnic also has a department that oversees City Polytechnic, short courses and university programs. The Mombasa City Polytechnic is a partnership between the county government of Mombasa and the Department of Education and Children that was established in 2013 with the aim of equipping youths in Mombasa with skills for employability.
The county government pays 70% of the fee and the beneficiaries will pay 30% of the fee. So we have partnered with them since 2013 and we are still going on with that.
When it comes to the university programs, the Polytechnic has also partnered with Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology since 2016 to offer training in medical sciences.
Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology is a very important partner to the Polytechnic. Actually going back to 2015-2016 when we started the conversation to partner with MUST. The kind of partnership we have is in curriculum development and training in especially in medical science department. That's where we've started, but that's not the limit. And we started with a few programs in that department. And we have community health, we have optometry, and biotechnology.
On an international level, the Kenya Coast National Polytechnic is benefiting from a World Bank program meant for capacity building, among others.
We have a program with Canadian government support program with institutions in Canada, Camason and Nova Scotia. And these two institutions have been working closely with us under the Kenya for Employment program. We call it in short KEFEP. And it's a program that has seen us do staff training and benchmarking in Canada. It is a program that is helping us develop a curriculum in the two chosen areas, that is in hospitality and electrical and electronic department. It's a program that will mature with support in terms of equipment for those two departments, equipment support, and actually at the end of the day we shall have better departments in hospitality and tourism and electrical and electronic engineering.
In view of the diversity in academic programs, the Kenya Coast National Polytechnic prepares and sends its students for industrial attachments all over the country. Here, the Industrial Liaisons Office is the link between the Polytechnic and industry. In this respect, the Industrial Liaisons Office strives to package students to be skilled team players as they head for internships and employment opportunities through collaboration with various organizations.
There is an element of diversity in our student enrollment, and for that, we prepare and send out students for industrial attachment to various parts of this country. And in addition to that, we also do organize industrial linkages for our staff and training so that they can actually upgrade on skills.
In order to track career progression of its alumni, the department is undertaking a transfer study with the aim of identifying achievers among them who would serve as role models for the students.
In the current world of TVET, and actually in modern way of doing things as training institutions, we are supposed to follow up our students after graduation and find out what they are doing in the first 6 months after graduation and probably thereafter. And this is how the tracer studies are coming in the picture now, because as a modern training institution, of course we pride ourselves with being a modern training institution. We are supposed to follow up and trace our students so that we can know where they are after graduation and know the employability of our graduates and thereby the quality of our programs.
Lecturers, administration staff and students are now and then faced with physical, mental, social, financial and spiritual issues that may adversely affect their performance. With a student population that now stands at 6,768 and continues to grow, and the corresponding increase in administrative and teaching staff, the Polytechnic has a massive humanity to look after.
Our role is mainly the students' affairs, that is the student welfare, dealing with such kind of issues as accommodation, co-curricular activities, their spiritual well-being, financial assistance, among others.
And this also involves personalized and intensive guidance and counseling. Indeed, it is guidance and counseling that helps one to understand alternative solutions available to their problems.
When a client comes in, you have to put them in the environment whereby they'll be free to disclose. And counseling, there is confidentiality. You feel free to share whatever is bothering you. At that moment is the first session. And we also tell them that we are not creating dependency, but we are going to empower you so that you are informed. When you are going out, you can be able to handle whatever is bothering you.
The Kenya Coast National Polytechnic has also a student cafeteria located at its main entrance. It plays a vital role in the welfare of the students as it provides affordable, wholesome meals. Besides, it caters for members of the staff as well as the general public.
The restaurant plays one of the major role in this Polytechnic of ours, and the roles are catering services, which we normally offer, especially to our main clients, who are the students and lecturers, in some situation whereby we get some bookings for conferences services, because we have a conference center in our Polytechnic.
The impressive development of infrastructure and the acquisition of goods, works and services for the Polytechnic won't have been possible without proper coordination between two departments that happen to operate in the background of academic activities. The accounts and procurement departments have been so crucial in this respect.
Majorly, what our role is, we go ahead, do the tendering process if we want to acquire goods, services or works. We do tendering processes, we do all the way to contract management. At the end of the day, we will have the service fulfilled, we will have the contract established if it is for works, and the goods will be delivered, especially when we are procuring for training materials and many other things that we need here. Definitely, we cannot work alone. We do the procurement process, which is the initial stage, and the accounts department comes in now at payment, where they have to pay for the contracts we have acquired, the goods which have been supplied, and the services which have been rendered to us as an institution. So we work in close coordination with that department, and we can say we are inseparable.
The two departments are very crucial, and they cannot work independently. They depend on one another. Now you find that the procurement, their major work is to procure services and goods. And once this one is done, then when it reaches a point of payment, they will have to submit the documents to the finance accounts department to find out whether all those that have been procured in terms of goods and services, indeed they happened, and the value charged is what was agreed as per the agreement which was signed by the supplier and the management of Kenya Coast National Polytechnic. Thereafter is when payment is done.
All work and no play is not so good, particularly with the youthful community. It is out of this understanding that the Kenya Coast National Polytechnic created special sports facilities for exercises as well as competitions in a variety of sports. Again, with a student population that is close to 7,000, there must be social needs and other issues that may require attention from time to time. It is for this reason that the Polytechnic from time to time addresses issues affecting students through their association.
The role of KECOPSA as a student organization body is a body that ensures the gap between the administration and the students has been reduced, and there is easy flow in terms of activities around the school.
The mandate of Kenya Coast National Polytechnic is to provide every trainee with quality education and training that will equip them with the necessary competence-based skills, among others. The academic affairs in the Polytechnic are overseen by the academic board, with the chief principal as its chairperson.
The work of this academic board in the institution is to ensure integrity and quality of academic programs, processes, and even the exams.
Overall, the Kenya Coast National Polytechnic is managed by a council which currently consists of 8 members appointed by the government. That the Kenya Coast National Polytechnic is ISO certified is indeed a commitment to its customers and partners that they offer services in tandem with international standards. This is aptly captured in its mission, which is to produce manpower that is technologically competitive in the advancing labor market.
This Polytechnic has been ISO certified since the year 2010. We have been certified under ISO 9001-2008 standard. And then in the year 2017, when the old standard was being phased out, we had to roll out a new quality management system whereby all the departments of the Polytechnic documented their procedures, analyzed their risks, came up with objectives, and we have rolled out that quality management system since the year 2017. Having successfully rolled out our quality management system, we were able to go through a successful audit, and in January 2018, we were given our ISO certificate under the new standard, ISO 9001:2015.
And this is the very reason the Polytechnic has become a center of excellence in food and beverage, as well as marine transport and port logistics.
In 5-10 years, I'm looking at an institution that is bigger in terms of student numbers to start with. I'm looking in the next 5 years, I think I should be talking about more than 10,000 students, or specifically more than 15,000 students. So for that to happen, I'm looking at more infrastructural developments to happen. I'm looking at more staff to be trained, to be retrained. I'm looking at additional space or another campus for this institution. And generally, I'm looking at a future full of growth.